All right, aloha, y'all. Welcome to one of the interviews for the first segment of UberTube, a Breaking Normal special on the Breaking Normal podcast. This is my passenger that I'm just about to drop off, Anthony Lucero, the author of the book, The Marijuana Kid, The Revolution. You can find it on Amazon. He doesn't even know much about it, how to promote it or how to get it, but you wrote it?
Yeah.
Or is it about you? Did someone write it or you wrote it?
Yes, it is a novel based on my life story. Growing up in East LA in a gang area, selling pot since I was a kid. And as I got older, the pot business grew and grew. And then the feds came into my life and busted people that I didn't care about. So I went to war with them. That's the revolution part. But basically, it's total Hollywood, but it's never been promoted because my head's been messed up from the prison scene.
How long were you in prison for?
4 years.
Which prison?
Federal prison, I was in 3 different ones. They transferred me.
In California?
No, first started out in Seattle, Washington, in the SeaTac Federal Detention Center, right by the airport. The detention center, they hold you until they figure out where you're going to do your time. I was there for 8 months, then I went to Minnesota, and I went to a drug program in Texas, near Dallas, and I took a year off my sentence, but then I screwed that up by getting drunk in the halfway house and went back for another year.
So are you saying that you were largely responsible for a lot of the marijuana going through the United States?
Back then, what's amazing to me is that I end up here in Denver because the guy that I was in prison with was a dealer, a marijuana dealer. He said he lived in Denver. I don't know where he's at. He's probably running a dispensary by now. But so I came here. And been staying with a buddy that I was in rehab with, and he ends up going ballistic with schizophrenic and bipolar shit and doing drugs, and he jumped off a building. Broke his whole lower back.
You know, you hear these days, there's some stories about people that are taking like large doses of marijuana that could catalyze a schizophrenia of sorts. Do you believe that's possible?
Yes, it's totally possible because of different strains. You got like what they call indica. A slang name for it is in the couch.
Mm-hmm.
It makes you kick back, want to just lay back and watch TV and eat. Indica. And it's more of a very calming one. Then you got sativas, which basically amplify your brain, which is what you just said. When you take a mentally disturbed person and start adding something that will amplify their brain, what do you get? You can get some crazy ass shit, especially with people with bipolar, fucking schizophrenia.
And do you think that's specifically because they eat a large dose or even a little bit could set them off?
No, it doesn't take much. It's so powerful now because of plant experts, as opposed to when I was smoking it in the ghetto in Mexico or at East LA, it was like 5% THC. Now it's up in the ranges up to 40, and then you can take like one hit off a joint, and you can be feeling really good for a couple hours. So like you can buy some high quality shit, and you can buy some shit that'll amplify mental illness like a motherfucker.
Do you recommend marijuana after all this?
If people know what they're doing with it, but it's dangerous to, like you're saying, people that are intelligent and that are like sensitive to situations. It's kind of like LSD to me. When I was a kid, I flipped out on it. It was so powerful, it just took my thoughts and amplified them. That has caused people I know to smoke marijuana, the newer stuff, to stop because they were smoking the wrong.
Oh yeah, like microdosing on LSD has become a more popular situation, I think. Yeah, LSD, psilocybin.
No, I did LSD when I was a kid, and I flipped out because I had a bad childhood. Mother and father killing each other in front of me. Brother got killed by the gangs. I'm the youngest kid.
Dang, man.
So all this shit flashed through my brain with the LSD like a million times as big. I was crying, laughing, couldn't move, you know?
Well, if I'm going to keep this interview under 5 minutes, we have the Marijuana Kid, the Revolution right here, dropping him off. Do you have any questions or recommendations or advice or anything about the book before you go?
Maybe somehow we can talk to the public and they can ask me some questions. Okay?
Okay.
On the most part, if this book sells, we're going to donate it to some needy causes that, you know, people that need help in this world. Like me.
All right. right. Well, keep breaking normal, Tony. Nice to meet you.